Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to eXtelevision. As we have for you tonight some Week 6 action of the Summer Fun season of UGC. It is 20B, that is Street Hoops, and it is ET, that is Electric Temptations. We've got some TF2 to bring you here tonight on Viaduct. My name is Getawhale, and I'm joined this evening by someone we haven't really had here in the booth. His name is StabbyStabby. How are you doing this evening, Stabby? Good to have you here.
Yo. Did I do that right? Is that right?
Close enough. You'll pick it up. You'll get there.
I'll practice.
Yeah, but we've got this Platinum action here on Viaduct this evening, and a pretty good matchup. Two of the top teams in the Plat division. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited to see this. Really great players on both of these teams. I've played against both of these guys quite a bit, and I know there's a lot of talent here on these two rosters tonight, so this should be really fun to watch.
Yeah, one of these teams is 5-0, the other one 4-1. ET still undefeated. They're 5-0 and 4-1 for Street Hoops. And some of these Street Hoops guys you might have watched just recently, this past weekend. They were just at ESEA LAN down in Texas, playing in sixes, but now they're back having some summer fun, and you know, that's all I can say, Stabby, is summer fun when I think of this summer season, because is it still the summer fun season, or do people take this seriously?
They're taking it much more seriously this season. You know, you introduce playoffs and a medal, and it suddenly becomes serious business. And there is a tradition of summer season being kind of a wacky, less serious kind of break season. But no, this time the teams are scrimming hard and playing hard. So yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, it should be good. These teams are getting ready to go. I think everyone is in server. We've seen some people in the summer, they off class, or they play, you know, different classes or different weapons than what they're used to. But, you know, 5-0 and 4-1, these teams haven't been dawdling around.
Yeah.
Certainly, Electric Temptations, they've had a good couple seasons. And, yeah, 20B, like I mentioned, I'm wondering, it'll be interesting to see these guys play, because they just had a full weekend. Just not all of them, but some of them, guys like Grape, Paragon, Deadbolt, they had a busy weekend. So interesting to see how they play them. We've had a lot of very close matches. This map Viaduct, it is good for providing real close matches, and a lot of these matches between top teams tend to go to overtime or double overtime. Do you like this map? It's a bit of a playground. You play Spy yourself, so you probably enjoy it. How do you feel?
It's a classic. You know, it's one of the definitive Highlander maps, and yeah, it used to be my favorite map. I've kind of expanded my taste a bit, but yeah, it is really a great spy map, nice and compact. You can move all around and really keep active the whole time. Fast respawn times, you know, it's a good time.
Who do you think are the important classes? Who are some of the players, maybe, or some of the classes that you watch during matches on Viaduct to sort of be difference makers, or who are pretty important on this map, if any?
You know, it's not much different than other maps, really. Demo is the heavy hitter. He goes down, that's a real big deal. He's, you know, spamming across this, you know, it's the raised mid, so he can kind of be the huge damage dealer, and once he goes down, that's a real big deal. Sniper can be a major carry on this map. Teams really need to shut him down to keep him from doing too much work. And of course, Spy can make some really huge plays. So it's kind of a pick classes map in one respect, but also just kind of, you know, you've got your power classes like the Demo Man and the Heavy, who are going to be the big picks that the pick classes will be going after to make a difference. So
yeah, absolutely. That sounds about right. There are, you know, some classes that if they have a big day, they can make stuff real hard. I mean, like you said, Sniper and Spy, some of those pick classes like that. It'll be interesting to see what the medics do and how the medics play it. You know, are we going to have some? Yeah, are we going to have some Crits Krieg plays, or are they going to stick just regular?
A lot of Crits Krieg, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we typically see that on this Viaduct, and yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they play that. A couple players. What do we got? We got 8v7, so some dudes getting their stuff together. One thing I want to talk about is we have coming up, or kind of ongoing, we have an I-52 fundraiser going on right now, and you know, I mentioned a little bit about sixes, but I-52, if you don't know what it is, it's a LAN. It happens in the UK, and every year it's kind of an annual thing that we've sent some of the top sixes teams in North America up to UK to play, and people get together and they go crazy and play TF2. It's the biggest event, and really the only true test, international test of competitive TF2 kind of that we have in a LAN setting. And so if you guys want to check out that fundraiser, go to a real easy address to remember. It's i52.tf. And we've got some stuff coming up. There'll be qualifiers and things coming up for it, but going to be coming up on Saturday. I believe those details are on the fundraiser page. Or if not, you can look at, like teamfortress.tv is a great place for that. So something to be aware of if you're interested in 6v6. i52.tf as we get ready to go live here shortly. So, I guess staying on sort of the sixes thing, it'll be interesting to see how some of these sixes classes play, because Viaduct is a map that is played in sixes as well, played kind of quite a bit. And in sixes, for people if you're not familiar with 6v6, the soldiers, the scouts, and the demos are real big, especially the soldiers on this map, I feel like, Stabby, when it comes to bombing medics and stuff like that. Do you think we'll be seeing a lot of that, a lot of sort of smart sixes-ish type play? Looking at the players that we have today?
A lot different in Highlander. But yeah, soldiers, of course, they'll be bombing the medic, and they can, hop right over this map pretty easily. But you're going to see a lot of the soldier bombing the sniper. Like I was saying before, the sniper can really just completely change the game and needs to be handled. And, he's wearing that Razorback, he's covered by a Mini. So the spy can't really focus the sniper as much as he wants to all the time, and then it becomes the soldier's responsibility. So you'll see the soldier going after the sniper a good bit, and mini sentries really changed this map a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't have those in sixes, so that's it's not going to look like a sixes match for sure. This is Highlander, and it's got its own dynamic. So
yeah, I've seen many times engineers going MVP on this map with that god darn tootin' mini system. It can be annoying, but certainly, we've got skilled engies on these teams, and the scouts are sort of one of those classes that get up in the face too. You've played a few hours of scout in your career. Is a scout a good class to get up into those snipers' faces as well, or to charge the medic too?
Well, that really depends on how much the spy and the other classes are focused on that mini, because the scout can just go wild on this map unless he's checked, if the flank's left unchecked. So if we see these engineers doing a good job of keeping the scout in check, you won't see the scout getting up too much into the other team's faces. So he'll kind of be patrolling the flanks and poking into whatever gaps he sees. But he's largely going to be limited by the minis and what the engineer is going to do with those. So hard to say.
I've got a shot out of a cannon here now. The new unlocks, are we going to see any of those crazy, wacky new unlocks? Because pretty much all of them are allowed, with the exception of some of the taunts. Are any of those being used in this summer UGC season? The parachute and all that crazy kind of crap.
I think those are unbanned. Or not banned. Yeah, I haven't seen them used yet. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure the new unlocks are not banned.
Yeah, they're not. The parachute was for a little while because there were glitches, but that got fixed. Valve maybe listened to our prayers. I don't know, maybe not the parachute on a small kind of map like this, but you've got the backscatter for the scout and some of those new things. Do you think that the summer is the time when players kind of play around with these?
Oh yeah, I remember when the Babyface Blaster came out, and that was the night before and the night of my Viaduct match. Oh, it looks like we're starting here.
Yeah, we are live.
Yes.
We can finish that up in a sec, but I'm going to watch Grape on this rollout. Grape, who is just coming back from Dallas, and he normally plays Soldier. That's what he's used to playing in sixes.
Mid. Look at that.
Yeah, already getting those sticks down. Very impressive,
yeah.
And a lot of times the fastest team to this mid, it can be important, and getting that first cap can be good too. Hey, Stabby, in this, because sometimes you can really hold on to that for a minute and a half, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and it really sets the tone. A big psychological advantage winning mid first.
Hey, we had a big headshot. FaZe picked one out. Paragon, though, is actually on a little 3K. He got Chingu, HNG. The sniper is going ham
Saved
so far.
his medic there from the spine, yeah.
Absolutely. So, geez, maybe the pro cam is the snipers. I'm looking at FaZe right now, who's trying to pick out a pyro or a demo if he can, whiffing on a couple shots. FaZe and Paragon, that's a hell of a sniper matchup, isn't it?
Oh, two of the best, no doubt about it.
Right now, FaZe still up on that cliff.
Sky.
Yeah, the Uber right now, what they want to try to do with this is, I don't know, the Uber was on the pyro for a lot of that, but right now, Red trying to cap this point back. Satan on it as well as his heavy right now.
Looks like Blue's going to give it to him.
Yeah, and getting up those mini sentries, and the engineer on ET in the res, Chingu tonight. Little mini sentry duel.
He's also known as Fury. I mean, you might know him by that too.
Yep. So right now, Red did get their first cap, but it's going to be cut short pretty quick. Only 9 seconds of a cap.
Ouch. All right, spy in the medic here. Watch this. This is one you call spy time on Islander.
Spy time,
but it looks like this heavy's pretty wary. And
a lot of people might not understand what that is, Stabby. What is spy time? I've seen it asked on Reddit in the past. Do you want to explain real quick?
You know, you want to stay conscious of the spy's rhythm, his respawn time, and when it's about. Ooh, there we go. Med down to the spy from the cliff.
Nice.
You want to Oh my gosh, is that a golden medic? I see. He's using a golden pan.
Interesting.
It looks slightly like, well, brown because of my config, but I don't know. Maybe you can see gold. Yeah, it's just the rhythm of the spy and.
When the spy will be up. When the spy's
up and behind you, and when he's probably going to be going for the big. He is using a pan. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, summer fun, you know, Stabby. That's what it is. Right? Yeah, we've got some shenanigans
Spy's coming
right
in
now.
for another play. Oh, that was close.
I'm looking at
like
Chingu right now. Chingu was just kind of chilling out. I don't know what he's all the way back at blue spawn right now. The red engineer. I don't know what he's doing. He's all the way in behind. He's coming up now, shoddy on the sniper. Picks out Paragon. Vacationer going down as well. Kind of some. We've got 4 players down now on the blue side for 20B, and right now this point does belong to ET, who are taking time away. Time's just about even now.
Yeah, looking good for ET. Blue's just regrouping, and they're just kind of hanging out in the point, waiting for the action.
Yeah, really sort of have 20B backed up into their back right corner, but they're going to sort of back off a little bit now.
They don't have it. Yeah, we're going to see Uber advantage for 20B here.
Uber comes right in. They're giving it to Great, the demo tonight, and he's taking it right in. Nope, no picks. I don't think they got anything on that Uber. I don't know about that. A little server lag there, and Blue going to cap this point right back, or do we have... I'm getting some server lag.
I actually liked that pop. It was nice and conservative. I believe the sniper was up on red, and they pretty much got the cap out of it, even though they didn't get a lot of frags. So
yeah,
it's kind of an early pop, but it worked.
Yeah, point going to go right back now, though. It is cap right back by ET in the red.
Snipe it out. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, FaZe on a 6K. I'm getting on his cam right now, looking at FaZe to see.
That's what I'm talking about. They need to handle that. But the thing about FaZe is look how much he's moving around the map. He's not just hanging out on the cliff, hanging out of China, so it's a lot harder for the spy to track him down and focus in, a lot harder for the soldier to bomb him. And he's just moving all around, they don't know where he is, and he's popping some heads.
Yeah, just about a minute left now for ET to take this time down for the round, and FaZe going to back up now as the blue Uber comes in. Again, giving it to Grapes, they seem like they're going pretty demo-heavy, pretty normal on this Viaduct map. Red Uber popped right back, 404 got it just in time, and need to get some picks here off of this, handing it off to the heavy, but not a whole lot to shoot. They got Deadbolt and they got Murrow down. Paragon down as well.
Yeah, and they kind of gave up the space again. Oh, spy on the net. No.
Good situation, though, for ET, though, because without a sniper up now, they know they can sort of get out and stand in these sniper lines. They don't have to worry too much about it. They can kind of get their forward hold on a little bit. I see 38 Special moving right up. That's the demo for Red.
Yeah, close match so far. It's interesting we haven't seen crits yet on either team.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think that, you know, these first rounds can be a little bit about feeling out the other team and seeing what they're doing. Is the engineer doing crazy stuff? We've seen people getting in behind, doing kind of weird shenanigans, but possible in the second, third rounds, we might start seeing, you know, some of those crits Krieg, some of those bizarre strategies. A little bit of flank action. Ricky got a pick.
Yeah, once things stop working or, you know, a team feels they need to switch it up, that's usually when the meta gun changes. So I guess, yeah, both are just starting out with Uber by default.
Oh, Ricky in behind, and he's going to trying to make a play for the medic. He's still in behind, up on the cliff. He's going to grab the pack.
Not going to be enough.
Down. And we got time ticking down, unless, yeah, well, there it is. No miracle. It's
Big
going to be
phase.
first round going to ET. And so I'm looking, looking at the scoreboard, 24 points for FaZe, my lord.
He's definitely one of the best. There's Paragon there. Yeah, Paragon with 9, so... but I know these two snipers are pretty evenly matched, and maybe that was his hot round, and we'll see Paragon come back at it.
Yeah, I'm watching these snipers on this first rollout. Oh, Paragon going down right away, though. So I'm going to head over to FaZe. They were kind of big difference makers on the first mid. Kozin in a lot of trouble, and Kozin actually going down to Ricky, so that's their medic down. No heals for 20B. And they're all hurt. They're in kind of a desperate little spot. They're backing her all the way up. Chimpy going to go back and...
oh, boy.
meet up with Kozin.
Yeah, let's see, huh.
Not able to get the rhythm going yet. They're kind of a little bit of a false start.
More aggressive about taking that point and getting the cap time on, and that's huge. And really, I think that an aggressive playstyle is what tends to favor the victory on this map the most. And it's so easy to focus on frags and forget to get time on the point. And, it's a lot about controlling space and getting cap time. And
yeah. Ash.
ET's doing a great job of that.
Ash is playing engineer. Ash, another one of those dudes who went with the 6th team to Dallas. It's going right in. A lot of players sacking in for 20B, and they still haven't capped anything yet this round. Murrow going to see if he can make something happen. He's up on Cliff, but I think what 20B were doing is just sort of sacking in and waiting for their Uber because they're about to get it. I think they have good game sense. I think they're going to be able to move off of that now, as both teams now have.
Spy going in for the medic. No, yeah, that. I mean, he has Uber, but no noise on the point. That was quite the risky decloak. I'm not sure why he felt so hurried there.
Ooh, we have a big headshot. Vacationer went down to FaZe. Paragon's down on the bank as we have Ubers here. A little bit of pyro. Satan taking a lot of those Ubers for ET. He is a strong pyro. We know that. We've seen him do his thing. Trying to hold down the flank a little bit and protect his medic. The point still belongs to ET. What is going on here, Stabby? 1.5 minutes gone.
Well, here we go. It's going to take it now, but yeah. It seems like 20B is being really conservative with their Ubers. They just kind of hang back until they get it, and aren't really in the action in the meantime. They're really only moving in, and once they're all regrouped and or have their Ubers. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, the Uber's pretty much even now, and so barring a big med pick of him, Murrow's in behind, though. Murrow spotted out right away. We're probably going to have a very even medic encounter right here, an Uber encounter, as Blue gets theirs, Red gets theirs now, and who's going to act first?
Gosh. Look how clustered up 20B is, and
going in behind, we've got some 20B players trying to get behind and maybe flank all the way around. Meanwhile, as the dust settles, not a lot of players down. Grape and Paragon went down. Grape is obviously the demo tonight for 20B. Spy came in and...
classes.
Wow, I saw Murrow swinging away and whiffing, finally going to get burnt down by Satan, the master. Red trying to camp this point right back right now as it's almost 1 minute gone for 20B, Street Hoops. Both teams just sort of sitting pretty evenly here, although probably a few more down for Street Hoops. We're going to come out and try to finish this cap right now. The NG's out. The NG going all the way in. Both NGs going in super deep so far this match. They've just been going in with shotties.
Yeah, I love it.
Sniping out Chingu there.
That's one thing you really notice about Platinum engineers versus maybe Silvers. They're not just a mini sentry. They're little slow non-hobby scouts with a mini sentry. And,
yeah. Well, the meat shot from that scout, that shotgun can be almost close to a scatter shot. We have Ubers here again. Kozin's going to back up and get all the way out. He's got no one to heal. He finds his heavy finally. Kozin just kind of sitting back. Street Hoops has got to do something here in the next little bit. The Ubers are still even, and so something's got to give, Stabby. Something has to, whether it be a medic pick or some other kind of big pick, something's got to give for Street Hoops.
I don't think it's a specific problem. I'm just not seeing enough presence from 20B right now. They need more aggression, but maybe they're just not getting the picks to move. They've just got a good big pick from other sniper, and they move on that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, demo down is a big pick, and so obviously, speaking of demo
there it
down,
is. Yeah,
Grape
for the
going
Dom.
down to a big shot by FaZe. But at any rate, Kozin about to get his Uber, and so right now they own this point, and they have an Uber to sit on, which is a good thing for Kozin, but he's going to watch his back because, like we mentioned, we've got big HNG who definitely wants a piece of that. And Scout coming straight in, here it is. Wow, they were just basically sending the Scout all the way in, but no big picks yet.
Wow, Med went down. Oh my god!
It was a cross.
Med on Med pick! Nice!
Oh my god.
That has to be an instance of good comms. You know, Kozin wouldn't have stopped healing to fire that arrow if he didn't know that the arrow would have killed the Med. And Scout must have just been like, Med's lit. And Kozin's like, alright, let's give it a shot.
Throw that one in the frag vid. It's Kozin taking out 404 and crossbows out again. Just kind of sacking on. He goes down on the point. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 6 down for Street Hoops.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wash of a... Oh, wow. So, kind of
again,
an unbelievable...
Medic's second scoring this round. We are having a lot of strong play from ETs and players. It's not very often you see... Look at this on the scoreboard. The Med is below the Engineer by a point.
Huh.
With FaZe just a couple below. Like, really strong plays from these guys.
We talked about it at the start on how the Engineers can do so much work on this, and like you said, not only just the mini-sentry, but also just getting shoddy boom bodies. 2 players down already, including Paragon for Street Hoops. As this mid, it's no cap down yet, but it looks like pretty much ET looking to just bully it and strong-arm it.
Again, really having presence on the point. They're using their frags, or just their damage, really. They're moving on damage, Like, look at them, they're almost crossing the point. And they moved onto it before they'd really gotten any frags. Look, oh, and here comes 20B, though. Let's see if they can take it back. It looks like they will.
Yeah, 20B have an Uber to work with. They have their demo. 38 Special, though, is down for ET, and so they got to give it to Decimate, another land star he takes out. Nice pick there on Great before going down himself. Still a bit of blue Uber here, but they've got 3 players down. They are going to try to get here their first cap, though. Oh, a big stab, though. That was on chimp feet by HNG.
I like that a lot. Down. Yeah, he went straight for the heavy instead of risking going for the medic, and that was a nice conservative play. Pretty much leaving the medic alone. Didn't end up going down, but that was nice to have.
Yeah, the heavies can do a lot of work on this map as well in Highlander mode. They can really sort of shut down a large area of the map, but they're so slow, so they are going to go down pretty often to those spies. They're number 1 enemy on this map. Chimp backed way up now. We see again Street Hoops kind of, look at this, right into the face, but they're backed up almost every time I look. They're back sort of at their own house area here. And so like you say, a lot of great presence by ET just living on that point. Right now, pick there a reflected rocket, it looked like, on HNG, the spy. Chingo going down as well, the aforementioned former top fragger. Blue trying to take this point now. They have their Uber as well. One thing to mention that works at least in Street Hoops' favor is they get better spawns when they don't own the point. But they want to try to get a pick here from this Uber if they can. Deadball Duke Paragon picked out FaZe, so at the very least Street Hoops will be able to stand out in those sniper lanes and not worry for another few seconds.
Ooh.
They got 404 as well, that's Paragon, and so again, the battle of the snipers, Stabby, they both had their moments so far though.
Oh yeah. I mean, 2 of the best snipers in the game, no doubt about it. They're carrying their weight.
And again, Kozin's sort of moving back. We talked a little bit about the 6s thing, and I'm wondering almost, Kozin's playing his main. That's what he plays in 6s too, medic. Wondering if maybe it's just ingrained in him to, because in 6s you would maybe sort of sit back a little bit if you're at a disadvantage. I don't know if that's what it is, but right now they do own this point. They've ticked about a minute off it, but here goes ET. They're about to cap back. Kozin's getting his crossbow out again, looking to maybe get some picks. He's going to run back to spawn, though.
I just love Kozin's medic. He's scary. He has great medic DM, and he's so aggressive and ballsy. Like, he's a real fun guy to watch.
Yeah, good survivability, too. He has really good movement, and he's a very smart player. Here he goes again, popping off another Uber, but we've got Satan trying to get rid of that. He goes down right away to a shotgun shell. Blue going to cap this point right back, but speaking of Kozin, he's going to take his combo and get right the hell out of there because Red is on the offensive. Now this point right now does belong to Red, that's ET, but Street Hoops takes it right back, and so they've got about a minute to tick off before they'll be even in time again. A slight Uber, well, not a slight Uber advantage actually, a very big Uber advantage for Street Hoops. It's about 40%, which is significant enough, and Grape getting that forward hold going. Here's Grape with his med just here on the cliff, shutting down that right side.
Uh-oh, watch this.
What do we got?
Nope.
Spy was just
could have been
there.
a big play. I was waiting for that.
Was he there the whole time?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he got out of that though. That was good.
Oh boy. Yeah. So the Spies, you know, a lot of opportunities with those rocks, so you can sort of climb the mountains there. FaZe picks out Paragon, and so Red have the sort of the headshot advantage, we'll call it. Vacationer's going to jump in, the soldier, with this. Oh, he's bombing it on the medic. He tries to get him, goes down. Somehow, for surviving. 60 or so HP, so he'll still have a big advantage.
We're seeing more aggression out of 20B right now, and it's really what we needed to see. You know, we got even times here, and it's mostly them showing more presence than the point and extending a little more with their picks. And
yeah,
I like that.
Decimate though, and the demo coming in with this Uber. I don't know. Wow, that was kind of just popped off for nothing there by Electric Temptations. Not getting anything on the Uber, and now spawn advantages will belong to Street Hoops because they do not own the point. So that's a little bit of an advantage for them. Decimate trying to get something. He gets taken out there by the Pyro. Actually, it looked like a shotgun shot. FaZe is going to take back onto the cliff here and see if he can click some heads. Not a whole lot to look at though right now. Street Hoops trying to cap this point back.
He almost had a flank play there, but it got taken out by the mini, which but he almost got the med.
FaZe got a quick scope on the Spy HNG, which was or sorry, not HNG, was on Muro. I apologize. FaZe moving up now and trying to do that FaZe thing. I think that ET realizing that Street is going to steal a round away from them here. They're going to get on the point. FaZe jumping around. He's going to get headshot. You're going to get a headshot, FaZe.
Ooh, no, and headshot right
Paragon out. So it's kind of opposite caster curse there. HNG is seeing if he can make something happen. He's in a blue house, just kind of sapping his stuff. But we're looking at about 20 seconds or so for each team, so this round could go either way right now.
We're going to see it before it's up, yeah.
4-4 just sort of holding point right now. Red owns the point. They have 5 seconds left.
This is time. This is go time. This is it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the Uber.
Get right out there, and here comes Deadbolt. Here comes everyone. They're just kind of getting on it. Got a partial cap. Deadbolt's going to try to go around back.
Not happening. Jeez.
And they don't
just
get
thoroughly
on that
hell,
point.
they didn't even get to the point. Yeah, wow. ET
so
really showing their
3-0.
strength here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
mean,
was a much
absolutely.
better round for 20B. They're learning. I am wondering when we're going to see a crits, man. Like, you know, things aren't working out, and we're not seeing the aggression. Where is the Kritzkrieg?
Where is it? Where is the Kritzkrieg?
Kritzkrieg?
Does anyone know where the Kritzkrieg is? Could you please tell us? Yeah, I mean, Street Hoops, they look like they got it together there, but it's almost too little too late. We're into halftime already. It's 3-0.
Never
for
say
ET.
never. You know,
No, I mean, stranger things have happened, certainly, but...
you know, once they figure out the problem, you know, these haven't been, you know, hugely unbalanced rounds. You know, maybe right now I'm sure 20B is doing some problem solving in their mumble and thinking about what they need to change, and who knows, maybe they'll figure it out.
We're going, though, and we're about to go live again. Remember, in UGC, we played a 4, so it's match point right now for Electric Temptations in the red. If they can grab this round,
oh my gosh,
looking good. They've got a
oh my
crits.
gosh, I think we found it.
They were listening to the cast, Stabby.
Oh.
They heard us. We made that happen.
Right. Thank you.
So ET are using that crits. They're going to get that first if they can keep their medic alive. Satan trying to make some action happen here on the flank a little bit, but backing up a bit. Already, Deadbolt is down. That was FaZe picking him out. Grape and Paragon getting a couple little picks. FaZe going down the sniper, and so it's going to be easy for Street Hoops. This would be a good time to get out there.
This is going a lot better for 20B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. Both teams. Oh no, Red it got first.
Oh
so.
boy, but we got
they're
that
going to be
crits.
even. Yeah.
But
there it is. Now, see, they're getting. Oh, they tried to surprise him with the crits, but no dice.
Didn't work, and so a lot of pressure on the shoulders of whoever takes that crits to pop it off before the Uber can stop you, and it didn't happen there. Red owns the point right now. They've got about 25 seconds ticked off.
Gosh, 20B's kind of lollygagging here. They're just hanging back there, and they have a little advantage with their with ET's demo being down, and they've got numbers, but I'm not seeing much movement.
I think they need to change their style of play. Are you seeing them change a whole lot? It seems like they're just sort of playing the same way they have been.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the same thing.
We've got Chingu going down, pick there, Deadbolt down as well. Just right now on middle, just trying to get their first cap of the round. They've let about a minute or so tick off the clock. That's Street Hoops. Wow, what a
Med
big
down.
headshot on 404, and so
Yeah,
that'll
there you go,
help, but
Paragon.
they've got to move on it, don't they, Stabby? They've got to act
Here they
on
are.
this.
Here they are. They're doing it.
Moving in, they're going to look to, if they can, I mean, my God, in terms of headshots, Paragon's been doing great all evening. Got to keep it up there. FaZe picks him out. Every time that a sniper does something
FaZe
good,
just-
the other sniper...
FaZe is just owning this game. Like, so many big shots from him, and
Blue did get the point back, Stabby, and so it is good. They will start taking off time, and they're right in down the throat right now. They brought that Uber all the way in.
Yeah, I like
back
that.
up now. And it's
Yeah,
good.
aggression,
They've got
that's
to
what we
keep
need to
doing more of
see.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so they lose so Kozin, they lose Murrow, and they lose.
well,
they've
I
got 3
suppose
down.
I will. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that aggression was not the thing to do.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
did Kozin go down? I missed that.
didn't see the Kozin pick, but at any rate, we are trying now to try to see what Street Hoops is going to do differently here. They're at a big Uber disadvantage. Kozin
Yeah,
sitting back like we've seen.
We're just seeing ET control the point so well here. They've got all the flanks covered. And look, Satan's all the way moved up on the left. This doesn't look good for 20B. They've got to be feeling real bad right now, being pushed back all the way there, down on time, and it being 3-0. This is when the mumble starts to get a little sour.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can pull it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible that, you know, they're having some trubs right now on their mumble because...
Grape's not giving up.
Wow, there was an Uber drop. I missed it, but
Oh, no.
it was a death by 404 who went down with Uber. So maybe that was the fortune-changing event that we needed here for Street Hoops to get something going.
All right.
They've got Uber.
What are they doing?
Use
What
it.
are they doing? They're sitting behind the point.
Yeah, they do own it right now, and so they are sort of just holding back. I don't know if they know. Certainly, they must have had that med pick called out. They must know 404 doesn't have it.
A little sniper paranoid, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, is that a factor,
there
Stabby?
you
Like,
go.
as a team,
Yeah.
you played in
Once the
top-level
sniper's
teams, you know what it's
down-
like?
Once the sniper's down, the team acts totally differently. That's a big pick, and it allows you to just be much more aggressive, go into the sight lines, and especially in this map, you know, you just... nothing feels worse than hearing that crit noise and the medic scream, you know, to a sniper out of the blue.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, snipers are kind of, they're sort of always up, you know, when they're on the field, they're almost always a factor, whereas thinking of like the spy class, for example, the spy has got to move in and get behind the lines and sort of position himself, whereas the sniper, I mean, they can just walk out on this small map and immediately be dangerous. And so you got to be aware of it. Right now, though, Red going to try to take this point back. Look at how many players are down.
Oh,
2
boy.
of them. 2. Now, the times are even, Stabby, and so we are probably going to have a good finish here, but with 2 players up, no medic.
Look at ET's positioning. We got Ricky. Well, they're falling back. Yeah, they're playing conservatively. They know this game is theirs to lose right now, and they're just hanging back, waiting for it, and playing confidently. They're not going to get over aggressive here.
Yeah, I mean, it's here we go. The Uber is popped off.
Yeah,
They're
look
gonna
at that.
get some
Yeah,
picks off of this.
this is... That's game.
FaZe with another
Come on.
big headshot
Yeah.
getting Ash.
That
And
was good,
certainly,
really.
yeah, strike up the band. The chances for Street Hoops right here is seeming pretty dire. I mean, like, there is no chance. Look how far forward FaZe is, for example.
Yeah, great play from ET. They really know this map. They came prepared today, and they've obviously got the right calls going on. Like, really great talent on both of these teams, just incredible players. But I'm just seeing ET play this map correctly here.
Man, oh man. This round about to end, and no contest, basically, as we have GG's being called out. So ET, very convincingly, taking that one, and they will move to 6-0. So, Stabby, we thought we would have a hell of a match going into this one. I mean, Viaduct can have very close matches. We've seen it before, and, I mean, these teams were 5-0, 4-1 heading in. But, man, I'm kind of shell-shocked.
Yeah, you know, ET's been having a fantastic season. I know they're scrimming really hard. Frequently, they've been together for a while. They've got the chemistry, and they're not fatigued from LAN. So, you know, they were the favorites to win today, and they showed why.
Yeah, it's I guess the questions will be there of, you know, what happened with Street Hoops. They did do so well at LAN. Are they tired still, or do they just maybe not have enough time to practice this week. Who knows? But at any rate, they pull it off. I wasn't expecting a 4-0, but that's what we got.
Yeah, yikes.
So that's it. I guess we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We were expecting a lot better of a show here, gang, but congrats to ET for making it quick, and that's the way you want to win them. But at any rate, and it's been good having you here as well, Stabby. Sorry to you that it was such a short match, but hopefully we'll be able to get you back and do maybe a bit closer.
Yeah. Well, I had fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and so that's about it for us. We want to mention again the fundraiser for I-52. That's i52.tf. Also want to remind you that we'll be here at about 8 Eastern tomorrow night doing 9 and Out, our Highlander podcast show. But that's about it. I have been Getawhale. He has been Stabby. And we had eXtine who did the production. Shoutouts to him. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night.
Yo.